Good morning. Welcome back to my Saskatchewan garden. Well, it's August now, and most people would be in the middle of all their harvesting and stuff, and because the garden didn't go in as planned, well, I'm not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some fall seeding of some tomatoes, peppers, and whatever, and some herbs and stuff, and I can just hopefully at least get something off of them, but they will stay in pots, and some will come inside for the winter and last as long as they can indoors. So come with me while I do that. Putting in the herbs here, I'm putting them in gallon-sized pots, is what they call them in the greenhouses, because these will grow fast enough once they start to fill these pots up. Now, peppermint. Just fluff the soil, really, they're tiny. If you can see those, they are extremely small. There, that's like about 50 seeds in there. Really tiny. They're super, super tiny. And they don't need a lot of soil on them either. Well, what I've started is what I'm going to start. Let me give you a look at it. Again, here are the herbs. Lots of nice culinary ones, but they also do have some medicinal properties. I've got the rosemary. Those can be perennial if you can bring them inside it in the winter, so I'll start them now. Sweet basil, sage, thyme, savory, oregano, marjoram. They are all the stuff you would put on as poultry dressing. And then you've got holy basil, which is wonderful tea, along with peppermint. And then you've got the parsley and cilantro. I know some people don't like it, but I happen to like it with fresh salsas or on salads, something like that. And here I have now what would normally be considered winter crops or fall crops is my brassicas. I've got some cauliflower, broccoli, and cabbage starting here. Get around the wire. I'm trying a cucumber. Now this Space Master says 57 to 64 days to harvest. Now because cucumbers need pollinators, that may be open to question as to whether I get anything or not. So we will see. I'm hoping I can get just a few before the very end of the season and the pollinators call it quits. Then I have 3 different peppers: jalapeno, California Wonder, and chili grande. And those are self-pollinating, so it doesn't matter if they take a bit longer, as well as Tiny Tim and beefsteak tomatoes, which are also self-pollinating. So those can take longer as well. And they don't matter, they can come inside. I would like to try the perennializing of peppers as well. And then, of course, some greens, which are always welcome. Take 2. Okay, couple of kinds of lettuce. A red romaine and a Grand Rapids, which is a very good grower here. A red mustard. I'm trying a kale, a new one. I don't think we've tried that one before. King of Denmark spinach. We really liked that one a couple of years ago. And of course cress and arugula, just to add spice to your salads or your, a fresh garnish on your plate for your meat or whatever. They're so nice and peppery tasting, and they grow so fast. But I hope it all goes well. I guess you'll have to stay tuned and see how that goes for me. I have never done fall planting or planting for a fall crop in my life. It's not really a thing in Saskatchewan because our season is pretty short. So unless you want to put a lot into the maintenance of a winter greenhouse or, a high tunnel or a low tunnel until you get too much snow to even get at them, then maybe. But I have another update for you. I want to show you these pots that I had bought some time ago, the Pro Hex. They're the Mackenzie, but I found that there were two types. Now, if I remember correctly, these ones that are not mangled by heat, I think these are the ones I bought at PB Mart. And the ones that got wrecked by heat, I'll tell you how. I got those at Canadian Tire. Now, I liked how they worked. The only problem is these cheaper looking ones, because these other ones are a thicker plastic there. You can see how thick that is compared to that. It's just paper thin, and it's a slightly different type. But I liked how they grew stuff. The only issue is, do not lay these underneath one of these clear lids. Actually, I should put those on my plants for now so they don't dry out. But because that is how they melted sitting here in the greenhouse. I had these lids just laying upside down on top, and they melted. And another issue with them is that they really do not have big enough holes in these ones. But these thicker ones do have a nice hole in the bottom for water. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Their bottom trays are the same for both. I'm just not sure why that would be. Now these little 2-inch pots that I had, let's see if I can show you better. There, these little 2-inch pots are really nice. They can be a bit of a pain. I find though that you need something that's very level to set them in for a tray, because they like to tip over with that narrow bottom. But they did do a nice job of keeping plants. And then of course these 50 cell trays I got off of Amazon, I ordered another box of them. So I have these 10 I originally ordered, plus 10 more. That's like 1,000 plants I could do just in them. And these that I bought at Canadian Tire, these 21 cell, these did a nice job. Excuse me. These did a very nice job for my squash and melons. The only problem was the gardener this year. Also, please give me some feedback. Let me know what you want to know. Like, ask me questions. Tell me what you like or don't like about my videos. I want some feedback so I can improve my channel. But I'll see you on the next one.